Ralls County family is now pushing for answers after their loved one, Greg Van Pelt, was found dead with a gunshot wound to his chest 2 months ago today. The victim's brother says his family met with the Ralls County Sheriff and lead investigator this morning. Jeff Van Pelt says the sheriff shared information gathered so far during the ongoing investigation. In the days following that shooting, Van Pelt says he reached out to investigators several times to offer information about his brother's medical history. He says investigators showed no interest in that information until today.
They've defined the information from a one-sided view as far as I'm concerned. They were only concerned about the view of the person that did the shooting. They were not too concerned about the victim, my brother.
Now, Van Pelt says that his family will wait until the case is handed over to the county prosecutor to determine the next steps.
Iowa has a new law